here at night, and then the next day we spent half the day getting the first camp home. But we're doing better than they are, because Ryan and Eric saw that deer, so that's always good. I'm sitting in the same blind they are. They went and set up another blind. Well, it's day 2 of deer hunting here in the UP. We just seen a big beaver in the creek. Shaking that wood pole right there. Focus. We need a lesson. How to focus this thing. We already had it set up, but we need a ladder to get into it. And the first camp took the ladder to do some work on the cabin. So they took it back down there, and it's a good spot to sit. We think. I mean, we don't know for sure, but it used to be a really good spot to sit. And then the beaver dams made the water a lot wider, so I don't think they cross there as much as they used to. But we were down there and I was looking, there are trails coming out to the rail, but it doesn't look like they're crossing. But I don't know, I don't know where they would be going. Pretty sure I'm sick. First camp, they smoke in the cabin, and I was hoping it was just from that, but I definitely feel like I'm sick. It feels more like strep throat. I mean, I don't think it's strep throat, but it feels like strep throat. The thing that helps with the snow is when there's snow down there, we can see another 50 to 70 to 100 yards. When there's no snow, you can't see very far. But everything's also getting pretty thick in here. You can't really see as much as you used to. We need to come through with the weed whacker. I got the weed whacker with the saw blade on the end. Just cut all these little things down, get rid of them. Been here a while now, and a couple hours, and I haven't seen anything. I've been coughing like crazy though. I should probably just go back inside, but I know things are louder in here than they are out there, so I don't know if they can hear me now. Oh, there goes a squirrel. First squirrel I've seen. I've seen birds. I was hoping we got a pine marten and a fisher. We haven't seen a fisher in like a month, but on camera. Pine marten on here quite a bit, and he was on here yesterday and he was on here this morning, so I'm hoping he'll come back out. I'm assuming he went out, grabbed a beet, and went home. But Eric bought some beets, and we took them, we chopped them up real fine, so hopefully they get some scent out there. But there wasn't a lot of options for bait when we drove up. We left, once we got west of Marquette, there was only one place that had bait, and so that's all I had was beets. I'd rather have apples or corn. I like apples the most because they put out the most scent. If you're going to sit, you need something for them to come into. That's why I've been trying to work up these food plots really good. And they came in good, but I didn't get in here and get anything for the winter. Like all we have growing right now is clover, and they are grazing on the clover. I mean, the other night when the pictures came through, they were hitting the bait, but they were also just grazing right in the clover. I have clover down here. I have probably a half acre of clover across the road. And then I have clover down by Eric's blind, and I have clover on the south trail going out of our property. But this box is pretty nice. We put this up last year during bear camp. Ryan and Robbie put it up. It's Robbie and Gary's blind. Gary bought it for his property, then he sold the property. And I think they were going to put it at their dad's, and his dad sold his property. So they just screw it, bring it up here. And it works really well because the old one, it was wide open. There was no walls on the backside or anything like that. But since we put this blind up, we haven't killed anything. Well, we haven't killed anything in 5 years, I don't believe. 2019. think it's the last deer that we have harvested in Camp 2. Yeah, been out here 4 hours. That's the same thing. I don't know. The other camp is probably going to be here in an hour. I figure when they get here, Steve is going to come out here and sit. Eric and Ryan are going to go down to the stump, which is a mile away. I cut these trees down a couple of years ago. I tried to hinge cut them. That one I didn't try to hinge cut, but there was a couple in there I tried to hinge cut. They stayed alive for the following year, but they died off this year. So, didn't really work out. So that's a wrap for this hunt. I'm going to go back into camp, get some chili. So I'm sitting across the road now. We walked out here a little bit ago, as you saw, and found quite a bit of sign for recent deer activity. We got baited out there, and there's more poop here than there is out there, so they're coming in here, sticking around for a little while. Could be the same deer, could be 5, I don't know. This camera did have deer on it since the first camp was here. There was deer on it like the 13th and the 14th, I think. So, it's been a while since deer have been out here, but at the same time, all the sign we've seen was down at the bottom of the hill. And my camera's way up here on the top of the hill. But there's no trees down there. There's like nothing to put my camera on down there. Eric and Ryan are down at the stump. Gary and Robert at Ernie's. Steve's out at Chenahutch by himself. And then Brian is at the Tin Can by himself. And then I'm saddle hunting in this tree by myself. I only went up about, I did my one stick instead of putting my sticks on this tree. I was going to sit over there, but that tree's pretty small. This tree gives me a better view of this tree. I had shots out of that tree. I'd literally only be able to go up I pretty much just have my platform on the ground, because the tree in front of it needs trimmed really bad, and I wouldn't be able to reach that tree to trim it. This one I climbed up here and broke all its limbs off. But I have a pretty good backing here. It doesn't look like it that much with the angle that my camera's at, but I got these spruces behind me that give me quite a bit of back cover. So I've learned a lot of things when I come to camp. One of the things being that you got to figure out how to dress warm and be able to go for walks and so on.
And over the years, I've just usually dressed as light as possible when I go for the walks, and then I put my clothes on there at the end. The issue I've always had is my feet. I started seeing these ads on Instagram and stuff, and I was really intrigued by these hollow socks. Lo and behold, they reached out to me and wanted to see if I'd be interested in making a video. And I told them absolutely. When I got the socks, I was a little scared because they're really thin. You'd be surprised, but they're alpaca wool, made in the United States. I got them the day before I left the camp, and I just like, well, this is what I got, this is what I'm doing. Grabbed the socks, threw them in the bag. I've been wearing them all week. So I've worn one pair of socks for 4 days. I was taking them off at night. I don't sleep in socks, but I walked probably 15 miles so far this week, and I've been using the one pair of socks. Feet never got hot. Usually when I would take my foot out of a boot, like that sock would be soaking wet, and somehow they are not. 23 degrees, I sat in that box in my uninsulated boots, feet never got cold. I never used a heater. I'm super impressed with these socks. Obviously, you know, they sent them to me, but I told them, I was like, look, I want to use them for the week that we're up at camp. And they sent me a few pair, and I'm like super impressed. They're definitely, I don't think I'm ever going to buy another pair of socks other than hollow socks from now on.
Probably Brian's.
What's that?
You got a suit? He doesn't know the rules here, Rick, so.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know. What's wrong, Eric?
I turned the
Is
lights
there a
on
suitcase in the way?
I turned the lights on too bright.
You got the vents closed on this?
No.
On the oven?
Oh, I don't know. We haven't used that yet.
What? Man, them pistachios are good.
Yeah, they are.
Wish I had some of them Huron Mountain Donuts.
I think it's better going the opposite way, personally, how I heard it.
No, it's not.
It's probably a seed, isn't
It's
it?
actually a seed.
Yeah.
A seed?
It's actually a seed.
A seed isn't
Well,
that?
the thing is too, like,
You're-
it's not alcoholic.
Brian, the real question is, how do you deal with these types of pistachios when you got just a little... How do you do
Take your
that?
fingers, you be a tough guy.
Yeah.
It tastes just like
You gotta be tough. It's hard.
I've been
That's
saying
how
that
the
to
pants
them.
fit. Got that hairy
They don't,
eyeball.
I wouldn't say
Way
they
up
fit.
there.
So what's the
I
story?
said
No, this is a story I told Gary I was going to tell.
Well,
All right,
the
Eric.
whole story is though is back in the day, right? The old Glenbillies knew how to deer hunt, right?
Glenbillies.
Yep.
Yep.
Went over there and he went deer hunting.
Now listen, I haven't heard this story before. This is new.
He went deer hunting one time, and they had a 12 gauge with a hair trigger, and if you even thought about pulling that trigger, it went off. Right? This is how he was telling the story. If you even thought about pulling that trigger, it was boom, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon Moonlight.
So he'd get his leg up like
the
this.
intro.
And the thing is, you couldn't hunt in the trees back then, right?
Oh, I should've.
He got up about 10 foot in the tree, and he had his leg down like this, and it was a ravine like that. He had his leg, and it was hair trigger. Boom! Like that. It run off. And he thought he missed it. Right? Walk down there. Yep. Hair all over, blood all over, right? And he gets back down there and he sees it. And he's pulled back up on it. He gets that buck fever. He's just shaking like this. So he gets all composure, right? Yeah. And he goes, shaking like this. Yeah.
How is this story from?
And then he had to, and his dad was with him. So and he
From
run,
Steve Ogden.
right, and he ran up the hill. Right, he ran up the hill. It was that. 'Cause he was athlete back then. Ran up the hill, and his dad had to go down there and shoot it. And he ran up there, and it made him throw up because he was so just overexhausted
Nervous.
from the whole thing, right? So, but it was the whole buck fever thing. Like it's a real thing, right? Buck fever is a real.
How old was he? How old was he?
22.
20.
That was the last deer he shot. 8-pointer.
First and last.
No, he had shot one a few years before. It was a. I'd never seen somebody
I've never
explain
heard this
buck
story
fever
before.
like that. It was something. Yeah, it was something.
So what?
That's asking out in the moonlight.
Tell you
I
what,
think he made that up.
If he's shaking like that, he's lucky. If he's shaking like that, he's lucky to shoot somebody else.
Yeah.
It's the end result.
He He got the deer.
That's the end of the story.
Right. He got the
Kind
deer.
of like
but he-
Escanaba. It
it
drops
was
off
the
pretty
buck
fast.
fever thing.
Yeah,
It was buck
It was the
fever,
buck
right?
fever.
yeah.
Got him.
It drops
Right?
off pretty fast.
The adrenaline got
Hey, oh, hey,
ramped up.
I was gonna say, if you shoot it where you're supposed to shoot it, you don't have to track it very long.
It says, worse yet, the trophy hunter started thinking that other hunters must have seen the buck across the road before the season as he had, and there was a distinct possibility someone else might have shot the whitetail he was after because he was thinking that.
What was that noise you made when you were...
It was cold that morning. So cold that Ray remembers beginning to shake after only being seated for a matter of minutes.
Oh.
Ray, pass well.
Okay.
That's like two
You are doing just fine. But thank you, Jeannie, and we will talk again tomorrow over at Sidnall Station. Finish. Sound nervous.
I still can't wait to call in tomorrow. Find out what happened to hole number 8.
It's deer season.
Ace through 9. There you go. 4 aces, 4 kings, 4 queens, 4 jacks, 4 10s, 4 9s. Right. Brian, we need you to cut these cards 9 times in a row.
9 times.
9 times. Don't shuffle, just cut them 9 times in a row.
It don't even.
Carl's.
You can cut them as many times as you want.
9. Let's stick with 9.
You can cut them as many times as you want.
9 times.
Can I put them down or just keep on?
Sure.
Keep going like that.
So that's
Whatever
1,
you wanna do.
2,
You don't even have to be 9.
3,
Cut as many times.
4, 5,
I think he's part of it.
6,
He's a plant. He's a plant, isn't he?
7,
Brian's a plant.
8,
Is that your second
9.
cookie?
It doesn't matter.
Third. You just had a second one. Cut them 9 times.
Attaboy, Rob.
Alright.
Attaboy, Rob.
Focus. Feels like we're kind of shuffled, right?
What we said about the cookie.
Hey, it's everything in moderation.
Those
man. You can cut the cookies,
Cut them however
alright?
you want to.
So what, your third?
I don't like the peanut butters as much as the
No?
chocolate.
Okay, here we go.
That's pretty good. Oh, sorry.
One off.
Is one off.
This is
Alright.
amazing.
Just wait. Nope.
No, there it is. There it is.
I know, but
It's just off.
you're supposed to only do 4.
I know, but it's
No,
alright.
you could do the whole midnight thing.
Never mind. You don't understand.
How
You filming
in the-
this? This is
no,
good. You getting
no.
this on film?
How-
Yeah,
yeah.
it's messed up on the
Don't matter.
There's no
You
suits.
would have been messed up
No,
on the
it's
suit.
not.
You would have been messed up on the suit then.
The suits were all lined up.
Finish out 9s.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, see, I did it right.
Really?
How much it weighs?
I did it right.
What do you think is next?
I don't even know.
Oh, I have no clue.
9s.
Steve.
It's off
Don't
the
matter. 8s.
And I had a conversation with,
You cut 'em.
a guy on the road.
You cut the.
This is some Escanaba in the moonlight right here.
You cut them, and it don't matter. It just keeps going. It don't, like I've sit here and I've done this. Right? Yeah, there's 5s, there's 4s. Yeah, that's fun, right? Holy 3s, you're like pushing all away. 2s follow it. Guess what's after 2s? It's fun, right? There it is. Aces, kings, queens, and followed by
Strange phenomenon.
Robbie, I've said the same thing before. dude.
No, you missed.
Rob, I've said the same thing.
Robbie, I had some gunk on my fingernail.
Yeah, we had some corned beef and hash this morning.
You did? So did I.
Has also allocated
7 items on the list last year that we put on here. Brian, okay, you can guess too, because the thing is, it's like, oh, we need more paper bowls, don't need that, don't need this, need that, right? In this whole kit, okay? That's what's on the list, right? There was 7 items.
Ketchup.
There was one of the items that we wrote on the list this year, last year, okay? Last year, we wrote on there, on the list, and you would have never thought you'd have wrote that on the list again, okay? This is my thing.
Every year, it's like this. Just so you know. Just let you know.
I got no clue.
So, there's 7 items on the list. What is the item
One item.
that got wrote on the list last year that would never be put on the list again? Answer.
I just stick with plastic silverware.
Plastic silverware. Lottery tickets.
You were,
Alright.
if you would have got it on the first round, you would have won.
What did we bring out last year?
Wow. This is not a stab. This is nothing. I'm just saying. This is something we put on the list last year saying,
Say it again, Eric.
do not bring this. We brought it. We will bring it forever.
Oh yeah, Ryan didn't get to guess. Hold on, he got one more guess.
All right, go.
Muddy boots.
Oh,
Muddy boots. Like the brand Muddy.
guys, I mean, plastic silverware was the only thing on the list that you actually got that we had on the list.
You're the one looking at the list, so you know.
Right.
Trying to hold the book the other way.
Did you guys bring this in or did we bring it in this time?
Don't ask. Just let's land the plane, okay?
Both of us.
We both brought
Crash
it. We
land.
both did.
Yeah.
And a beer.
They're trying, they're burning a lot of energy.
Give me that.
Found it last year. I got it. I've read through it. I'm looking at
It
it.
was over there.
Yep.
Mouse
This
is
is a
chewing
mouse
on it.
chewed on this.
Okay.
2024 expenses. This is the kitty, right?
So Edmund did not
He
write
was
this.
No.
very vague. He said,
No, time out. Time out.
Did you say 2024?
Yeah, he said 2024.
What year?
yep, 2024.
Edmund did not write that.
Yes, he did.
In 2024,
What,
this year, he wrote that. He wrote that this year.
2004.
Okay, you want to change what you're saying?
Clear enough.
So it's 2004?
2004
Yeah,
in this book,
20 years.
right?
Right.
You want me to jump back? I got
Jump
some
back
other
20
ones too.
years.
Okay?
20 years.
All right, I got it. 20 years.
Looks like banana.
How much was the hotel motel in 1987?
How much was it?
45
The
bucks.
Tall Pines?
No.
I don't know what motel it was.
No,
it was a motel written on this thing saying
It would have
motel.
been.
This
It would have
amount.
been.
I was
$21.
It was 27 bucks.
47. What'd you say?
I said 45.
45.
1987 you said it was?
2000.
87.
Yeah.
87. I'm gonna say 56.
Okay.
$27.
27.
35.
35.
21.
37.
37.
I'm the closest.
Awesome winner. $39.
Yeah.
Left Three Oaks at 8:25 a.m.
Well, what did they do? They put a floor in the cabin?
Highlands at 11:30. Gas was $26.40.
What's that?
Lunch was $17.65. Gas.
No,
Crivets
they'd come
was
up and they'd do work, but not in October.
Hotel
They probably
motel.
wrote it down.
Motel was $39. All right.
So we got some tracks. Well, we've got to be a mile and a half, 2 miles from camp right now. And just trying to explore new areas. We came across one set of tracks back where I was at the other day. And we want to keep exploring, so we're exploring. Found these ridges. They're behind us. Try to get up to the other side and see if there's anything over there. We're getting pretty close to private, so we're going to turn back around here soon. Those hills might be private. Can't shoot that far anyway, but still. No. It's a pretty view up here. Oh. You can only get better with deer. Crazy, this ridges are here. It's a bunch of rock. me and Rob just got in from our long walk. It was only 4.7 miles. It felt so much longer than that. But there's a lot of terrain. You're lifting your leg up really high and falling through logs and falling in the holes. And so we call it a UP5. So it's really like 10 miles of energy used to get through that stuff. But we came through the swamp a couple times. Went through a couple clearings, but just didn't see much sign. Not a lot of. I saw 2 sets of tracks, and that was it. And the first set was definitely not fresh enough. The second set we probably should have got on just to give us an idea, if we're doing the right thing, I guess. But it didn't look like a buck track. It wasn't a very big track. But yeah, now I'm like all my stuff is soaking wet, it's dripping all over the floor. I don't know if I'm gonna get to sit tonight or not. I don't think they're gonna dry in time. And we really don't have a lot of places we can sit in the rain like it is now. It's supposed to rain to what, 3?
At least.
Damn, it's only 11 o'clock. We're only gone 3 hours.
Right. Yeah, it's at 11:15. So it's my phone's central.
But I mean, we're so wet. Like, we couldn't have sat. We thought about sitting, but like, there's no way we could have sat. It was just, we're soaked. And I had my rain jacket on, but even my rain jacket, I don't think held up as good as it should have. Let's see if we get any shenanigans. Eric said he saw a pheasant. I'm not sure if that was true.
Let me get you a bowl set aside so we warm up or cool off. I'm hungry. I only got to be Robbie, I put some Cholula right on it. Sitting here with Woolrich. We're taking a break from deer hunting, having some peanuts, and enjoying the woods, the majestic UP. We've seen one tiny spike one. Is it November 11th? No, it's November 21st. That's funny. I think it's 2024, maybe 2004, I don't know.
The days just look way up here.
3:48 p.m. We'll see what happens.
We ended up taking a bucket camp. My camera got wet, so I didn't have much footage. And then the next day, I kind of forgot about it, being there was the last day to hunt. Then when we left, it was before sunrise, so we never got a group pic with it. As well, we never got our annual group pic. It was a 3-point. Talking to everybody in the area, it seemed to be a pretty slow year. Our neighbors at the Windy Hill camp put this nice 8-point on the pole just after we left.
This is good. This is good here. How'd the pie turn out?
Oh, it's up. I think okay.
Blue Jay get it? You can't start yet. Oh, you can't? No.
Josh has got to give a speech.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What's happening here?
Than anybody, he smokes constantly.
No, good.
Brian smokes.
That's living
I don't
right
think
there.
it-
about 1.5 miles from camp. And I went to get the camera that I put up the other day. Decided to just keep walking, leave the camera there for now. I'll go back and get it on the way back. But it's, I went through this swamp, and we had been back there years ago, and it was kind of cleared out. There was a little bit of sign, not much. But then I got into the area where I saw the moose, and I came in here, and it's really wide open. It looks really good in here. So I just figured I'd hang out here for a little bit. I mean, it really doesn't have any kind of anything that the deer would be looking for. There's not really any food in here. But if they're passing, there's a swamp to the southwest of me, and there's a path that goes all the way around me. I'm kind of like in a U. So if they pass through here, I might have an opportunity, but I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. I brought my platform just to sit on a tree and then just be able to lean up against the tree, so I'm going to do that for a little bit. It's a place we've actually been wanting to hunt for a while, but we just never got back here, but it looks pretty good. The spot we actually wanted to hunt was clear cut, and so now it's all briars, but this is literally like, I'm probably 75 yards from what we call the bowl. Gloomy last sit. Me and Robert and the China Hutch. One last go round. He's got his Woolrich.
I just picked him up as a sponsor this year.
Yeah. Straight off eBay. 1960s Woolrich.
I got some more sponsors this year too. You'll like this one.
Oh yeah.
I got Amazon as a sponsor. And they sent me some hand warmers.
Oh, those are electric hand warmers?
Dude, they work good. I know it's kind of silly, but they work really good. I like them.
That sounds scary.
Already warm.
Like it's just, like I don't know, it sounds like something's going to blow up in my hand.
It could.
Probably could, yeah. Anyway, so we're just sitting here. We're going to wait for that 25-point buck to come out. Haven't seen Jack. I haven't seen the deer this trip, which is rare. Smells like a cigar bar in this stand blind. Oh, that's a good view. You get 360. Before you only had the 180, so got a lot more to look at, but they really don't come from that direction, even though a lot of times I've seen them come right behind me. It scared the crap out of me. Excuse my camera, damn it. Let's try not to move. Took my hand out the window, hopefully that helps. I'm gonna be getting it on in October.
Yeah, dude, he's
almost as big as her.
Dude, yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we need to get skunked.
Yeah. discredited. She smells us. He's ready to grab this. There too. Yes.
On his own.
Robbie's got it.
Rob's got it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, nice.
That
It's short.
that cleared it.
Oh, you hit the tree, I think.
That cleared.
I cleared.
That was right in here.
It made it over.
Off the roof.
It bounced.
top of the
Did it
roof,
go
though.
over?
It bounced over.
No, it didn't. It came back.
Oh, it did?
I think it
Man, at
came
least
back.
I got the roof.
Was that a two?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's a launcher.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That was over the cans, I think.
Cans,
That
yeah.
hurt my abdomen.
Who's up?
Come on, Big Deborah.
Here we go. Big Deborah.
Oh, no way.
Oh, she's short.
Oh, you made it.
Wow.
Wow.
Threw it 400 yards.
That was a hot.
Ooh, nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice crap.
Shattered, too.
Booyah.
Go ahead, Steve.
We're good. One step.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
That was a line drive.
Went off in the bushes.
I didn't hear it hit.
We went to the neighbor.
Oh,
Nailed it.
Different route.
Yeah.
Don't hit your hand on the on the top.
Don't
Watch
go too hard, Brian.
On the gutter?
Yeah, be careful of the gutter.
Slow and easy.
nervous. No, you're not.
Oh! That's a scam.
We got a 9 of clubs, 3 of diamonds, ace of hearts,
Nailed it. Look at that. Ace of hearts right there, guys.
2 hearts and upside down.
Thank you.
jack. That's ace of hearts. 4 of hearts, 2 of clubs.
Wow.
2. That's 2 9s right there, by the way.
That is.
That's a wild. That's a wild. This is a wild. Gone. Deuces are gone. We got a pair. Pair of jacks. Pair of aces, baby.
I think this is the 6th or 7th year of making my camp videos. Way before I ever started filming, we determined we don't go to deer camp for the deer. We go for the quiet. We go for the late nights and early mornings. The never knowing of what's going to happen. The traditions, the chance of seeing a moose, the jokes, the disagreements, the drinks, the food, the wood-burning stove, and as always, for the memories. This year we had a lot of new at camp. Rob and I caught our first fish at camp. Rob saw his first bear at camp. We had our first tow truck at camp. We had high hopes for the first time in a while. We didn't have many wolves on camera. We saw a lot of deer activity over the summer, which led to success at this year's camp. Can't wait to get there. For that 3rd week of November, there's no place we'd rather be. Deer Camp 2024. It's a wrap.